And welcome to the Watchman's Hour with Roshan, my intermittent Sunday podcast, on a Sunday morning here in Hong Kong. So far I haven't done a Watchman's Hour outside of Hong Kong. What can we talk about today? Oh my goodness, let's talk about such an array of things. Now listen, I will happily answer your questions after I'm done with what I have to say. And whilst I have you, all of you help me to like and share the live. And whilst I also have you, I would love it if some of you to jump onto YouTube, because my original YouTube got banned, and with my new YouTube, I need people watching there, otherwise it will go off. So I think I'm going to go in reverse order of the notes that I made this week. I think it's probably better, because then I will have a better idea of what the fuck I'm talking about. And I think the interesting thing is that last week I actually made notes for the podcast, and that was the first time, maybe last week was the 10th podcast or the 9th podcast or something, right? And that means I have a lot to talk about, because you guys have responded incredibly, right? There's just been a lot of response to the Watchman's Hour. Now, let me ask you a question, okay? I've just posted on my tertiary Instagram what I would call an amazing video, okay? So it was a month ago. I'm in Southampton Football Club, okay? St. Mary's Stadium. Matt Le Tissier, who is Le God, Southampton legend, spent his entire career at Southampton, never moved no matter how many people wanted to sign him, former England international. Him and James Beattie, very, very handsome Southampton star, also an England international, they opened up St. Mary's for me and gave me a private tour. It was sensational. You've seen some clips already on my stories. Today I released a fun video on my tertiary Instagram account. You've got to go there and watch it, okay? And so, I want to say that, do you understand what it takes, right, for celebrities to actually do that for me, right? For heroes of this club, for someone who's coming from Hong Kong, for someone who's not involved in football, for someone who is a tailor in Hong Kong, right? For someone who's not a Southampton sponsor, for them to be willing to open up the club, okay, for me and give me this private tour was sensational. But what's the video about? The video is about me giving a fake press conference. Of course, it's tongue-in-cheek, right? And I'm saying, I'm Roshan Mawani. I've taken over Southampton Football Club. I've installed Matt Le Tissier as captain, James Beattie as vice captain, and my new signing for the season is my son, Rian Malwani, and I guarantee you promotion if I don't come to Hong Kong to my tailor shop, and I will make you a free suit. I mean, it's hysterical, but it's also never been done before, and even if it's been done before, it's never been broadcast publicly before, right? I mean, so for me, this is a huge thing. Southampton have been in the top division, up and down from the top division, as long as I've been alive, right? So nearly 50 years, they've been bouncing up and down from the one division below the Premiership and the Premiership and stuff, and they spent more than half of my life in the Premiership. So to do this with, England legends, Southampton legends, is incredible. Now, if there was something seriously wrong with me, my persona, my product, my social media personality, right? Would a Premier League club, okay, they may be one division below, but a former Premier League club, a mainstay in the Premiership, actually allow something like this? No, I don't think so, right? They have allowed something like this because they value me as a comedian. They value me as a bright and intelligent person who wants to project their brand to Asia, okay? They value me as someone who is very, very worthwhile collaborating, because my reach is so broad, and I also have guts and I have balls, and also I don't need a script. I don't need a camera crew. I'm easy. I'm quick and easy, quick and dirty, one and done. So this is just fucking fantastic. Whether it's been done before 1 billion times, it's never been broadcast even one time till I have broadcast it. So this is a coup for me, and yet another crowning moment in my career, which is what I talked to you about. week after week after week. When I say to you, you have to do something. You have to go out and do something every week. Otherwise, what is the fucking point? And no matter, you could say that Matt Letizia is crazy. You could say that James Beattie is crazy. But you cannot say that I have like £2 million or something to bribe Southampton Football Club to do this tongue-in-cheek video. I mean, it is insane. It is insane. And kudos to me, credit to me, that I managed to pull this off. And it was amazing. And at the same time, I'm giving my entire family the most incredible experience, private tour of St. Mary's Stadium, the entire history by two Southampton legends. And the cherry on top is that they're both completely dressed in Sam's. Both Matt Letizia and James Beattie are wearing a Sam's tailor suit, and I just absolutely love it. The day before, I released a video of me and Matt, and it's a tongue-in-cheek video, maybe about 12 seconds long, saying, this is Le God, greatest Southampton player in the history of Southampton, former England international. And I have captured him. It's one of my captured videos, right? I've captured him on behalf of China. Now, how many of these videos have I done, right? I've done it with, who's that Kiwi that I did it with? That former All Black. I can't remember his name, but he's an All Black legend, and I shoved him into one of my changing rooms. I did it with Springboks legend Brian Habana as well. Now, these are legends. They're legends, okay? Do you understand what it takes for a celebrity to be willing to expose themselves in these capture videos of mine, right? I have captured so-and-so on behalf of China. I've captured Brian Habana on behalf of China. I've captured Matt Letizia on behalf of China, etc., etc. They obviously know it's tongue-in-cheek. They're adults. They're sensical. They're from Commonwealth countries, which definitely trump the non-Commonwealth countries like the United States, right? The white Commonwealth countries have sense. They have a sense of humor. They know what is parody, what is tongue-in-cheek and stuff. And the United States, I don't know what's happened to them, because they have SNL, the most amazing show ever, right? The most amazing tongue-in-cheek parody show with the most global reach over decades and decades. But Americans just, I don't know how stupid they are, and they're so hate-filled, or maybe they understand everything, but they're yet so hate-filled. Now, these celebrities, they know, just like you do, that this is tongue-in-cheek, but they're willing to give themselves up to me, which shows you and me the amount of honor and respect that they give me, which humbles me so fucking much. You understand what I'm saying? It is just incredible, right? It humbles me so fucking much, which is wild. Lisa, don't tell me problems. You've been doing this to me for 5 years. Go and fix the problems, okay? And I just don't even know what to say, right? And they also know that in this era of the comments, right, that there are people who will just be hating, but they don't give a fuck, because they're too strong. Like me, they're huge, they're strong, and their residence is not in the woke, hate-filled United States, right? Their residence is in Commonwealth countries like England, like South Africa, like New Zealand and stuff. So there's no issues with them doing this stuff. And then stupid people say stupid things. You're missing the fucking point. You're missing the point that you've got global personalities putting together comedy for you. All right, why not just sit back on and watch and enjoy the comedy? It makes absolute no sense. If everyone could go over to my YouTube, see if it's working, that would help me out. It's Roshan Malwani, and that would be great. Thursday was a crazy day. I woke up and I posted my reel. Then I posted my live stream, okay? And then someone sent me a shoe collaboration, okay? Which I did, I accepted. Then someone sent me a Korean collaboration, which I accepted. Alan, can you jump onto my YouTube, see if it's working? Roshan Malwani. Then someone sent me, then I woke up to my Watchman's Hour reel collaboration for someone who's now set up the Watchman's Hour landing page. Someone pitched me, so I'm on Spotify, I'm on YouTube, Spotify, I'm on Apple Podcasts, and there's a separate Watchman's Hour Instagram handle. And it's nothing to do with me. I was approached by somebody that I know who really was passionate about doing something like this, someone half my age, and they did so, and it's fantastic. So in under 24 hours, I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts, which is the reel I posted Thursday morning, This is just all my main channel. Then my live stream that I did with Art Friedland. Then I had the Shoe Shine collaboration. Then I had the Korean community in Hong Kong collaboration, and then I wake up to the Watchman's Hour collaboration. I mean, it is pretty fucking crazy. I obviously also posted separate reels on my secondary account and my tertiary account that are all original. So it's quite wild and it's quite amazing. And I don't know. I have no idea how that happened. It was the first time that happened for me, and it was pretty fucking phenomenal. So yeah, I mean, it says that the Watchman's Hour on YouTube is not playing, which is so unfortunate. It had told me that I was going live, but you know, and I was so chuffed at the start of when it said that I'm going live. I was so chuffed because I was like, hey, first time and I'm live. But I guess that didn't work out. I don't know what the issues are with YouTube. Nobody's ever come forth and helped me and given me a guideline on going YouTube live. When I first started doing this, there was no issues and so forth. But now they are, and I have no idea why. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not being helped by anyone, let alone YouTube or let alone any members of the public. But I seem to be always talking about this every fucking Sunday, and it pisses me off. You know what I mean? And so forth, and I have no idea. But yeah, that Captain Interesting Thursday, obviously we're here Sunday in Hong Kong, right? Yeah, I made a ton of notes for you guys, and of course I will take questions at the end, you know what I mean? One of the things I wanted to say is that it surprises me how few suits most lower level people have, right? It doesn't make any sense, right? Like, what have I even written here? One Cummings client just celebrates 4 years. So I have an amazing client. Okay, and his name is Jordan Law, and he's been very good to me. And he's just celebrated 4 years at a American law firm and stuff. Very intelligent guy and stuff. And yet he only has 3 suits, 3 Sam suits, luckily, and they're beautiful suits. And he trusts me implicitly. But how are you 4 years at a law firm with only 3 suits? How are you anybody anywhere without a suit? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, at a young age, before you have a spouse and a partner that you could supposedly be supporting, and before you have dependents such as children that you need to be supporting, and then, you know, eventually dependents such as like parents that you should be supporting and stuff, right? How is it that you only have 3 suits, 2 suits, 1 suit, no suits? I don't understand. Like what is it with people not accumulating suits? It doesn't make any sense, right? When you're young, you should be buying suits, and you shouldn't be buying cheap suits, because the worst kind of suit is a cheap fucking suit, because you'll be called out on it straight away. Look, I don't want to diss brands and stuff, right? But I've said this many times before, that, and before I say it again, there are so many what you people would call influencers, right? These people who bark online, right? You know what I mean? Who actually don't have product, who don't produce something, who don't have a business and whatever, who just, you know, take money to supposedly talk great things or bad things about products. But also the way they get up there is they try and be intelligent, they try and be smart, they try and be somebody, and gain a following, gain a voice, and then make opinions. And all these people have always slated, right? They can have 500,000 followers, 100,000 followers, 1 million followers, 2 million followers, 50,000 followers. But generally, men who talk about fashion will always slate cheap suits, okay? It really doesn't matter who they are, where they're from, how much of a foundation they have. The sense that they speak is that Zara, H&M, Uniqlo, anything cheap, it looks like a cheap suit. Why do you want to buy a cheap suit? It doesn't make any sense. Now, you're asking me what's my opinion on a $500 US to $1,000 US suit from Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger offers you no value whatsoever. It's so basic. You can pay me $1,000 US for the most amazing bespoke fucking suit, right? It doesn't make any sense, right? It would be a suit that would just fucking rock your world, and it's only $1,000 US. And if you have $1,000 US, then why wouldn't you come to me and purchase that suit, right? Why wouldn't you just send the money to me and let me spin the wheel for you, right? So I've had Mira, can you come here a second? Mira! This is what I mean. If I speak nice, they don't come. You know, like, why wouldn't you just send me money and have me make you the most incredible suit if you actually have $1,000 US with you? It makes no fucking sense to purchase a shit suit from anywhere, and anybody will tell you this, right? You need good suits, and you need a bunch of suits at least, right? And can I get the mail order book, what we did the last couple of days? And you need a bunch of suits, and 4 years at a law firm with only one suit is just not going to cut it, and so forth. So to give you an example, right? This week, right, I've got a guy probably my age from Dallas, and he sent me just under $2,000 US for a full suit with an extra trouser and a vest, a waistcoat as you call it, and a shirt, right? And then I've got a guy also from the United States who sent me cash for a suit and a blazer. And I'm making them incredible stuff, and I'm just about to have a guy from Australia send me cash for 2 suits, and this just happened the last couple of days. And a couple of days before that, I had one guy sent me money for 6 shirts, and one guy sent me money for 4 shirts. He was from Boston and stuff. It doesn't make any sense that you would. Can anybody go and try the YouTube now and jump on there and help me? It doesn't make any sense that you would buy a cheap suit. It doesn't make any sense that you wouldn't believe in wearing a suit, and it doesn't make any sense that you think that you don't need a suit, right? That it's folly and stuff. And if you do, you'll pop into one of these cheap places and buy a suit, and you think you look good. You look like fucking shit, okay? And don't take my word for it. Any guy that you follow, right, that's got big numbers, and you take his word and stuff, ask him or see his videos on H&M, Zara, Uniqlo, etc., cheap suits. Jesus fucking Christ. You look like a piece of shit. Now, one of the things that I didn't note down was that last night we went for dinner. There were 5 of us, okay? Saloni, Monisha, Saria, and Rian. Serena didn't come, right? We went to a beautiful restaurant called Chalk out at Happy Valley Racecourse, right? And we were the first to arrive. And then the restaurant fills up, and everyone looks like dog shit. And one of the greatest things that Monisha said, and we had a great comment about it, is like, she was just, I mean, she's all dressed up and she looks gorgeous. She has an amazing physique and stuff, right? And she's like, what the fuck are people wearing? And to go to this restaurant, I mean, you need big bucks, right? Like, you know what I mean? The dinner would have cost me like a fucking fortune, right? Dinner would cost me at least 130 US a head, if not more. I'm talking about minimum wage. Let's call it 200 US, okay? Say dinner was 200 US, okay? To put in your terms and stuff. And people are dressed like shit. They dress like shit. And she was like, I don't understand. She's like, Hong Kong has lost its vibe since COVID, people just don't put any effort. Now, we grew up all together, okay? We all grew up together, and I've spoken about this before, when I was 16. Let's call it 16, okay? Let's not push it down to 15. At 16, Friday night, Saturday night, get dressed, go out. Girls are dressed up, makeup, dresses and stuff. Guys are wearing the best shirts, best tops, best jeans, whatever, best shoes and stuff. And, don't take my word for it, right? Let's talk about stuff in your disgusting world genre. Like, if you look at, like, say, let's go back to John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John in Greece, right? Go back to that era, right? People were dressing up to go out all the time, right? Even if you look at Back to the Future, there's a prom and stuff. Anything. Anybody is better dressed in America and globally than they are now. Seriously. You know what I mean? I don't know what is this fucking shit thing about dressing down, because you look like dogs, okay? And honestly, there's no, even if you say a lot of people do it, say 50-50, okay? 50% of the people are looking down on you and saying, you guys are fucking dogs. Doesn't matter how much fucking money you have. You know what I mean? Dress up properly. It's Saturday night. It's Friday night. You know what I mean? Where's your fucking vibe? Where's your vibe? Where's on a fucking dating app? Maybe that's why you're not getting dates and you're swiping. You know what I mean? And that's why you're settling and stuff. In my life, I've only bagged babes, Okay? I'm talking about babes. I will only fucking be with a fucking babe. Okay? I will hook up with a babe, fuck a babe, have a relationship with a babe, but she needs to be a fucking babe. She doesn't need to be rich or from a rich family or money. I'm not interested in that. I have fucking so much fucking cash. What the fuck do I need? I don't need somebody else's money. But a woman has to have fucking class. You know what I'm saying? People, then the wokest, white woke West will say I'm being like a sexist. How am I being sexist? I fucking love women. I absolutely love women. I want to fuck women. I don't objectify them, everything. I want to give them respect. I want to take care of them. It doesn't matter if they don't want to be taken care of. Don't twist my words. Understand that I'm D'Artagnan, I'm Aramis. I'm a fucking musketeer. That's the era that I'm fucking born in. You know what I mean? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And so forth. I will go out now and, you know what I mean? I will gravitate towards women who are dressed well. You understand what I mean? This dress down shit, and women, no matter what, will gravitate towards me because I fucking look fucking great all the time. Even on a Sunday, I'll put together. I've never worn this outfit together. I've got my fucking Burberry belt on. I've got this new India fucking training top that I bought at the Oval. I've got fucking my new, the fuck are these, Trues on. I've got these, do you know which sneaker company this is? I keep asking you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just Sunday gear and stuff. Like, so, Monisha was just like, I cannot, she's like, Roshan, you brought me to one of the most beautiful restaurants, and this place is beautiful. I've been there a ton of times. I've taken my aunt from Dallas there. I've taken Art Friedland there, okay? So this is top of the pops, right? And she couldn't believe how fucking shit that people were dressed. And she's like, Hong Kong South is fine. I'm totally with you. I said I went to London, everybody's dressed up. There's no guy, 99.9% of guys in Mayfair are wearing a blazer, okay? And stuff. I'll answer all your questions at the end of my topics and stuff. Stay with me, like and share the live, help me out and stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody asks me, okay, what is my diet? What is my diet? Okay? What is my diet? Look, I probably put on 3 kgs, at least 5 pounds, okay, between my Friday weigh-in and my Monday weigh-in, okay? Now, whether it's water weight or whatever this, that, look, I try really hard to eat extremely pristine, okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday, maybe even half day Saturdays. Like this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, half day Saturday, I didn't go out at all. I mean, the week before I had a sushi lunch, the week before that I had a sushi dinner and stuff. Right, and then, from Saturday night and all day Sunday, it's a free-for-all. It's the rock, right? I just pile it on and stuff. Diet is the most important thing, okay? You would have seen many videos of how I look, okay? So I don't need to take my shirt off. And I don't need to spoil my hair. Okay, so maybe I do this for you, okay? So yes, sleeper build for sure. Can you see the size of the delts? I'm trying to do this for 3 screens, right? Sleeper build for sure, right? Can you see the abs, right? Very visible. And on a Saturday, if I did it Saturday just before dinner, I'd probably be in the most incredible shape, okay? So I'm older. I'm not doing bicep curls and tricep pull downs. I'm not interested in that shit. You know what I mean? I fucking do handstands, pull-ups, and dips and sprints, and that's all I do, right? So it's complete sleeper build. Obviously, call me skinny, I'll tell you what's the opposite of skinny, fat. But my delt is bigger than my fucking head. Have you seen the fucking size of my delts? Can you see the vascularity? Do you have this? You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how much I diet. And look just like there. Look at this. I'm fucking iRobot. Look at that. Can you see the veins? Can you fucking see the fucking veins? Yes or no? Can you fucking see the veins? Are you fucking all deaf? Dumb and fucking blind? Can you see the fucking veins? You know what I'm saying? Jesus fucking Christ. The fuck is with you? You bark away to hate. Bench up when I ask you a fucking question, you fucking can't see the fucking delt veins? Fuckers? Huh? Very poor clothing sense, my fucking ass, you piece of fucking shit. So what is my diet? Diet is everything. Okay? Absolutely everything. Guys, you do your work, the WhatsApp phone, huh? Diet is everything. Okay? Doesn't matter what you work out, doesn't matter what bro split you do. Obviously, if you're young, you're going to have everything on your side. Okay? But if you're old like me, you're going to have nothing on your side whatsoever. Okay? So diet is fucking key. Alright? And if you can't lock in your diet, Guys, I've got to ban this guy, okay? Lisa, you should have done that for me. This guy, Navanak, is just an asshole. And we're going to just remove him from the live video. I don't know what kind of freak he is. There's nothing, nobody is here. Nobody on the stream wants to listen to vitriol, okay? Seriously, okay? Just type a message into my YouTube chat. Hi, who's here? Because YouTube doesn't show me who's here. Shift question mark. And stuff. So everybody asks me about my diet and stuff. And like, I don't need to give you advice on diet. Your phone will give you the advice on diet, right? Your phone will tell you what to eat, okay? Your phone will tell you anything, all right? What to do. You don't need it from me. We all know you need to prioritize protein, okay? All right? We all know you need to prioritize protein. You don't need to hear this from me. I'm not a nutritionist, okay? I have no fucking PhD, master's degree in physical education, in nutrition, any of this shit, okay? And I am not a fitness influencer, and I'm not a workout coach or anything, okay? I'm just a guy who's a tailor who works really hard and also looks after his physique, okay? So I wouldn't even eat protein bars. I've been down that path. I wouldn't even take protein powder. I've been down that path. And it's not like that path was 1 year or 6 months. It's been fucking decades of protein bars and decades of... I'm going to add you as a moderator, Lisa. You behave yourself, okay? No power trips, okay? I've given you that authority after many years, again, after what you had done to me. Single ingredient foods, prioritize protein, okay? And you don't need to eat carbohydrates. You can just eat vegetables and stuff, right? And then that's easy, right? You don't need to fucking hear that from me, man. Jesus, you don't need to hear that from me. Look how fucking old I am and look how fucking ripped I am, right? And stuff. Look how low my body fat is. I try to keep single digit body fat all year round. It's not easy. It's really not easy, okay? I try to keep, that's like 9.9% and below, okay? I try to keep visible abs all year round, okay? It's not easy, but I think for 10, 11 years now, you don't believe me, scroll back on my Insta, scroll back on my Facebook. I've had visible abs, right? They don't need to be the chunky abs that the fitness influencer have. I'm not a fitness influencer, okay? So diet is easy, you know what I mean? You don't need me to tell you, right? If you can't diet, you're a fucking loser. You're a fucking pussy, Jesus fucking Christ. If you're stuffing your face with shit, that's you, you know what I mean? Where's your fucking discipline? How the fuck are you going to be anywhere in this world? Now see, look how I measure myself. I measure myself on wealth, right? How much money I make, and look at the life I live. Look at how much I can give to my wife and kids. Look at the fact that I can buy anything right now. Okay, I can buy a 5 million US home right now. No need the bank's money. I can buy a Ferrari right now. That's kind of shit turns your head on. You know what I mean? Fucking stupid car. You know what I mean? I don't call it a super car. I call it a stupid car. Okay? Right? I prioritize fame, right? I'm globally known everywhere. Okay? Both my business, my brand, my face, everything. Okay? People text me every day. I'm in Hong Kong. Can I come and just for a photo, a cheeky photo? I say, no, bro, you can Hong Kong, come buy a suit, otherwise fuck off. You know what I mean? People stop me in the streets in Hong Kong. I give them my business card and I say, look, you come and buy a suit, do a photo with you. People stop me in the streets in foreign countries. Okay, I'm going to do a photo with them and stuff. But otherwise, I'm recognized globally everywhere, but I'm here to do business. Okay, so, on the fame thing, I'm successful. I have 3 beautiful children. They're pristine children, healthy children by the grace of God. They're pure Sindhi, vibrant Sindhis, right? My lineage, thanks to me, is perfect. This is, it's, like vampire, you know what I mean? Absolutely fucking clean. I'm not dissing on white people, black people, Oriental people, nothing. I'm a man in this fucking world. But I want, and I've talked about this many times, that, I want my kids to be complete clean lineage, clean blood like a vampire, right? So I married a Biban Sindhi girl. My kids are pure Biban. My parents are both separated. My dad married a Biban Sindhi woman. My mom married a wonderful American man. You know what I mean? He's a WASP, okay? White Anglo-Saxon Protestant, okay? My sister married a half black, half white. So half Malawian. His father's black Malawian. His mother's white English guy. My other sister married a white as white WASP. As so white and like no worldliness whatsoever. I don't give a fuck about these things. You know what I mean? I couldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? I have, you know what I'm saying? As long as I give a shit about me, right? You know what I mean? And this is one of the ways that I measure myself and stuff. So I gave you 3, I don't need to go on about stuff, right? I'm telling you discipline. You want to get rich, you want to get famous. I've spoken to universities, get asked stupid questions. There's no quick fix. You've got to be disciplined. And when it comes down to diet, right, the answer's in front of you. No use to ask me. The answer's in your phone. Nobody wants to answer my message on fucking YouTube or what? Huh? 5 people are watching. Nobody wants to fucking type anything in? This is what I mean. What the fuck is this shit? I'll come on to this topic in a second. So I'll say it again. Single ingredient foods, prioritize protein. You don't need to eat rice, bread, pasta, and stuff. And then you can have your cheat days like The Rock at the weekend, like I do. You know, I probably put up to 3 kg between fucking starting at Saturday night dinner to maybe even fucking Sunday morning. It's insane. You know what I mean? And so forth. I'll take all your questions at the end of the chat, right? So it doesn't even matter how many calories you eat. If I just eat protein, and maxed out on, let's say, 2,400 calories in a day and 240 grams of protein, I'd be in good shape. All right? So diet is all about discipline. You don't need my advice. You don't need to know what my diet is. If you really want to talk in detail about my diet, okay, if that's what you really want, at the end of this, I can actually tell you what I eat, okay? But it varies, all right? It definitely varies. What are my weaknesses though? Sleep. I have very difficult, and this has been like that forever, very difficult time falling asleep. I have very difficult time staying asleep, okay? So I sleep very little, and that's my only weakness and stuff. And I've tried pills, I've tried doctors, I've tried talking to people, I've tried videos, I've tried, fucking CDs at that time, listening to shit. It doesn't fucking work for me and stuff. It doesn't work for me at all. Okay. So one of the things that I love, right, about my clients is that as long as we've been on WhatsApp, right, clients will always WhatsApp me and send me a video or photos of what they should wear based on the outfits that I've made them, right? They can be in the United States, they can be in New Zealand, they can be in Canada, they can be in Germany, they can be in England, wherever. They can also be in Hong Kong. Right? So I love it. They're like, bro, this check jacket you made me, should I wear it with this check shirt or this plain shirt? I'm keeping it simple. And they will send me a video like that, or photos, typing, voice note, whatever it is. You get the point, right? And I will be like, our video stars like, bro, and I'll give them the advice. I'll tell them exactly what to do. And stuff. This guy Navanak got on with a second account, Lisa, just letting you know, yeah? And stuff. Anyone want to be a moderator for me on TikTok? So I love it, and I've been saying it forever. And every time I wake up to one of these messages, and every time that I get text during the day with one of these messages, clients globally trusting me for fashion advice, how to match up what they're wearing and stuff. It's great, and I always talk to people that I've said this for 2 decades, right? Text me anytime if you're wary. Text me anytime if you're apprehensive. Text me anytime, and I will give you the advice immediately. And I'm very, very happy to advise you. And I love it when people text me and stuff for this fashion advice, okay? One of the things that I wanted to talk about was, what is your PFP? Do you know what a PFP is? And can anybody answer rapidly fast? I appreciate you. Let me type to this guy, because he's the only guy who actually fucking typed something to me. I appreciate you, Jawad. And I mean that. Jawad, you can type to me where you're from, how old you are, and what you do. So what does your profile picture and display picture say about you? Okay, what does your username say about you? What does it convey? What are you trying to convey? Okay, and are you a private account or not? Okay, so I've said this for the longest time. So the foundations of social media are like and share. That's how Mark Zuckerberg built it. I don't believe in these accounts where you need to hit request. I don't believe in these accounts where people don't have a profile picture. I don't believe in these accounts where people don't put their proper name. I don't believe in these accounts where people have disgusting names like Shit Eater or something, and stuff. And I don't understand any of it. Why is your username not your fucking name? Now, if you are John Smith and John Smith took it, say you're John Albert Smith. And if it's John Albert Smith took it, say you're John Albert Smith 2, okay? Or John Albert Smith Milwaukee, okay? And put your real face. And in your bio, say what the fuck you do and keep your fucking account open. What the fuck are you scared of? What the fuck are you posting? If you're posting shit for only your friends to see, the bots are gonna come for you. Anyways, right? Anyways. So what are you trying to project? You know what I mean? With your username, your profile picture, your PFP, your DP, your display picture, what are you trying to convey? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't understand. My name is Roshan Mawani. My business is Sam's Tailor. Okay? And that's it. See, this guy's back. Lisa the Navanak. And you're not doing anything about it. And he's barking away again. Okay? So do you want to do something and exercise your moderator power? Or do I have to just keep doing this? Okay? So I will do it. Alright? It's fucking useless. This is why people left, right, and center ask, can I be a moderator? What the fuck are you going to do? One, can I trust you? And two, are you actually going to do your fucking job? Three, will you stay on the goddamn fucking stream all the way? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, why are you putting up stupid DPs, PFPs, stupid names and stuff? You know, God blessed you with life. Your parents give you a fucking name. Use the fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Garo. I appreciate you. I would love a roll call on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, clean up your fucking socials. Put your real fucking name there. Put your fucking real photo there. And in your bio, actually speak about who the fuck you are. Lots and lots and lots of you want to buy suits from me. You keep saying that, right? But you're not willing to send me the money to get started, right? So I cannot help you. So I cannot keep having these conversations with people and stuff, okay? Right? If you want to work with me, you need to send me 1,000 sterling, and then we can get to work on your suit, and that's that. And then you have me, you have my team, done. Other than that, it's no use to talk, no use to message me, no use to say, hey, I'm in Hong Kong, can I come for photos? No use to come to the shop. I think it was day before yesterday, my shop was busy. Yesterday, some guy came in, hey, bro, you rock. I'm just here to get a quick photo. I said, bro, I don't do stuff like that. I have one set of customers to my left, one set of customers to my right, one set of customers in front of me. Shop is not that packed, right? And I said, bro, I don't do stuff like that. Let me make you a suit. Then we can shoot whatever content you want. He goes, oh, I don't really have time. I'm leaving tomorrow. I said, I'll mail you the suit. Let's get started. He goes, I don't have time now, I'm in a rush. I'm like, well, you're rush, go. You know what the fuck? You know what I mean? You just need to fucking come here and buy a fucking suit, right? And we can shoot whatever the fuck content you want. It can be private content, this, that. It doesn't have to be distributed. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. And so forth. I'm going to remove Lisa as a moderator. And I'm going to give it to Chris. I can't make you a moderator, Chris Salaranga, maybe because I'm not following you. But I will try again if you just send me a clean message. Let's try here. No, I can't. It's probably because I'm not following you, bro. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you and stuff. Yeah, as Brandon says, he's a great climber. I'll treat you as a king. It's just that simple. You just have to fucking pay. Chris, are you following me? If you're following me, then I can add you as a moderator. So, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. The ways to support me is so simple. One, you can buy a Cameo, be anywhere in the world, order a Cameo. I am one of the leading creators of Cameo. And I've said this week after week, right? I rank in the top 2% of Cameo. That's going up against, Hollywood A-list celebrities. I'm never going to do as many cameos as them. Able to. I'm never going to, I think maybe, okay, let me follow you, and now let's try. I'm following you, but it still is not letting me. Are you following me, brother? It's still not letting me. I hit follow on you, but it's still not letting me. I still punch way above my weight after ending every month in the top 2% of Cameo. Look, they are these guys who star on these Star Trek shows, and they charge 100 US a video or something, let's say, right? And they're doing 1,000 to 2,000 videos a month. Can you imagine how much they're taking home? I can make the top 10% if I do 100 odd videos a month, top 2%. And I keep doing it. My Cameo is only $10. Get a Cameo, they're hilarious. I'm so unhinged So unfiltered. It's actually the best app out there. Okay? See, this is stupid. You came from the UK, I wasn't there in the shop. So that means you can't buy a suit? But the guy Navadat came on, you didn't do anything, right? I told you he's on. And stuff. So anyways, like, is that a stupid thing from a stupid person? You know what I mean? I get this all the time. I came to Hong Kong, I came to your shop, you were not there. Why didn't you buy a suit? I'll be there at your fitting, right? I'll be there at your fitting. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. It's still not letting me, Chris. And so forth. I mean, what has it got to do with me being there? My team are well trained in taking care of you, right? You can arrange your fitting time for when my team knows when I'll be back, okay? Having come here and not bought a suit is so stupid. It's just so fucking stupid. It makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? I just, I hear this kind of stuff every day. But get a cameo from me. Try me out, all right? I would say that I'm the leading creator on Cameo since Cameo came out, okay? Check out my Cameo. And even if you don't want to purchase a Cameo from me because you don't have $10 US because you are that much of a degenerate, I'm 6'4" tall, right? And then at least watch the videos because they're so fucking entertaining. It's insane. I will answer all these questions. You can post it all on YouTube and stuff. Check out my Cameo. The last few weeks, all I've done since I've come back from London is to go out to dinner with my family. And that's pretty much it. I had one dinner, convo dinner that I had to have, very quick sushi dinner, and one business lunch, very quick business lunch with someone who was like a mentor to me, and so forth. And other than that, my Saturday nights, I've gone to Chalk, me, Saloni, Saria. Rian and Serena had parties that day. The following week I went to Centurion. These are high-end places, huh? If you don't have 200 US a head for dinner, you cannot go to these places, okay? And we don't drink, okay? I don't drink alcohol. Yes, Saloni will have a drink once in a blue moon and stuff, and if we have a guest, he'll have one or two drinks and stuff. But if you can't pop up, if you can't take out 200 US for food, we're living in different worlds, okay? Really, okay? I'm cool with that, right? I'm cool with that, but I'm trying to explain to you that's the world I live in. I'm not going to a restaurant that charges me less than 200 US for food, right? I fucking rather eat at home. I got 4 people living in my house working for us, okay? And so forth. So that's pretty much it. One week was Chalk, the 3 of us, me, Saloni, Saria. Next week was Centurion. Okay, Centurion is out in Shartan. Me, Saloni, Monisha, Serena, Saria, Rihan. Last week was Bistro Canter. Me, Saloni, Monisha, Saria, Rihan. Last night, Bistro Canter. Me, Saloni, Monisha, Saria, and Rihan. I think Serena only came that one dinner, if I'm not mistaken. My children, Serena's already 16, 2 more years of high school. She can't wait to get the fuck out, right? She'll go away. 1 year later, Saria will go away. 2 years after that, Rihan will go away. There's no use for me to have friends, okay? What the fuck do I need friends for? I want to spend as much time with my children as possible. I'm not interested in friends. I only go to events. I get so many invitations. People, I've said this for years. I get so many invitations, I just fucking hit delete. I get these messages on WhatsApp, dear Roshan, on behalf of so-and-so, we're delighted to. I block them. I don't want to get another fucking message follow-up from them. I'm not interested. I don't give a fuck. If I really need to be found, you know where to find me, okay? I'm a workaholic and stuff. But I only want to be with my kids. I only want to spend time with my kids. And I only want to have great experience with my kids. And I only want to take my kids great places. I don't want to hang out with people, okay? Unless there's somebody. I've spoken previously, like, you need friends, that a guy, like my friends. Hey, do you want to be on Bond Street? And he puts a giant video ad on Bond Street. You know what I mean? The CR7 friends, okay? Only hang on to your CR7 friends, your Cristiano Ronaldo type of friends and stuff. Otherwise, you don't need friends, okay? And you don't need to hang out with them all the time because they'll have the same mentality, all right? They will have the same mentality and stuff. But all I want to do is be with my kids, and all I will continue to do is be with my kids unless I have to go on an event where there's a necessary undertone to it, okay? But to have a dinner with another couple or 3-4 fucking couples and they're talking shit and they're gossiping and, you know what I mean? It's absolutely fucking no fucking point. You know what I mean? You know how many people say, come, let's go for dinner, let's go for lunch? I say, yeah, go fuck yourself, you know what I mean? I'm gonna sit and fucking have a fucking meal with you. You've got to be fucking kidding me, you know what I mean? And why am I telling you this? Because you always ask what's the secret to my success, and that's the secret to my success. You want to be an antisocial, don't want to be an antisocial person, you go for it, okay? I need to be an antisocial person because I'm not interested in fucking assholes all around me, okay? They add no fucking value to my life whatsoever. They just give you packaged hate. Roshan, you're so amazing, you're so amazing, you're so amazing. But you know, you did this, bro. I've been through this for years. I have shed all friends. I'm so proud of myself, okay? And Saloni know this. It might be a bit to her chagrin. She won't say it though. But she knows what I've been through and what I'm facing and what I continue to go through and what I face and stuff. You know, always get asked every single day, how do I, create great content? How do I explode? Simple answer. There's no tricks. You got to be you, okay, and produce content. Don't follow a trend. Don't pretend, okay? You got to put out you, the original version of you. And if you don't, then there is no, content. There is no production, right? Nobody's interested in you copying some TikTok dance. I'm telling you honestly, okay? Nobody's interested in you copying some TikTok dance. If you can't put out content and you can't put it out regularly, then you're not getting anywhere. And that's basically, it's got to be original, otherwise you're going to fucking fail, all right? So find something original. If it's not original, it's got to be you. It's got to be you, and hopefully someone will like you. And that's basically it. Be you and produce. You want to get off the ground, you need to put out one reel every single fucking day. Doesn't matter. Don't listen to anything that anybody else tells you. You need to put out a reel every single day. You need to put out one story every single day. And if you cannot do that, right, okay, and you cannot be you as well, right, because you're starting right at the bottom just like I did, right, then you're not going to succeed. I have a big problem and I need help from you guys, all right? And this is it, okay? I've been banned from every single platform, okay? And with all my new accounts, I'm 100% shadow banned, okay? And you've got to see that from the views and stuff. So what I need from you guys, and I've said this a bunch of times, right, is that the shadow bans are looming so large around me that you are missing out on amazing content, iconic celebrity content, iconic celebrity videos, ridiculous stuff because I push the boundary every single time. You're missing out on insane BTS. Do you know what BTS means? It means behind the scenes stuff, okay? And you're missing out on great comedy, iconic comedy. So you've got to follow me on YouTube, right, at Roshan Mawani, Snapchat at Roshan Mawani, TikTok at Roshan Mawani Sam Sailor. But you've got to follow my 3 Insta accounts, Sam Sailor, Roshan Mawani Sam Sailor, and Sam Sailor Hong Kong. Because on those 3 feeds, you'll get the most stuff between... Guys, you're too loud! On all 3 feeds, you will get original content, BTS content, insightful content, iconic celebrity content. And so you've got to follow and you've got to set up your notifications. There's one specific account, there's only an account that I follow that I've set up notification for. So this specific account sends me stories and posts when they come. And that's the only account that I actually follow on Instagram. So if you don't help me out by helping yourself out, by subscribing, setting up notifications, then you're going to miss a lot of stuff from me. And that's pretty much it. And speaking of content, right, I'll just conclude, all 3 feeds on Insta, all feeds everywhere, everything, different content, different stories everywhere, I'm shadow banned, okay? So that's what happens when you come back from the dead so many times, okay? You want to watch my videos, you've got to follow, you've got to subscribe. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on incredible stuff. I'm doing incredible stuff now. I'm not going backwards. I never go backwards in life. For young Chinese boy, young Chinese boy. I'm doing incredible stuff, including the video that I published today about Southampton Football Club, including the video I published yesterday with Matt Letitia. I have so much content, okay? I have so much content that it's a mess, all right? It's insane. I have so much content from my London trip that I still have not been able to put out, okay? I have so much content from the month before I went to London that I couldn't put out with clients. I have so much content from the month before that. I have 3 years worth of content. I have over 300 young Chinese boy videos. I cannot put that. Dinners, parties, events. I can't put all the content that I have out. It is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a messy guy, but my content is a mess right now, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to recover from this. It's just crazy. But one of the advices that I have for you, and one of the reasons I'm not overwhelmed it, is that this is what I've told my staff for 20 years in staff meetings. Okay, maybe more than 20 years. Don't see the mountain. Only see the steps in front of you. Don't see the mountain. Okay? Only see the steps in front of you. All right? Don't be overwhelmed. Oh my God, I have so much work to do. If you want to be successful, you're going to have a lot of work to do. Go step by step. I know it sounds so fucking cheesy, bro. It sounds so fucking cheesy. Okay? But you have to do boom, boom, boom. One step at a time. Looking down, looking straight, not looking up. And if you follow that path, you will have conquered the mountain already. I've said this before. It doesn't matter if 16 people or 14 people are watching me here, and 58 are watching me here, and 3 are watching me here. Once my video is posted to Insta, okay, during the course of the week, it drips up to 100K. So I'm very, very happy about that, and so forth. So I have no issues. I say this here everywhere. Are you recognized? Does anybody stop you in the street? Does anybody stop you in the street for a selfie? No. Because you're a fucking degenerate loser. Right? Right? Does anybody stop you in the street? Yes. What do they stop you and say? Bro, I love your videos. Can I get a photo? Does anybody stop you in the street? Bro, I hate your videos, and punch me? Or just, bro, I hate your videos? Or yell from across the street and say, bro, you're a dick? No. Everybody runs to me. They run red lights. They cross over street boundaries. Bro, I love your videos. Can I get a selfie? Okay? So you can bark what you want about numbers. Okay? I'm a global personality, and that's basically it. Right? And I gave you some good advice just now, and instead of listening to my advice and asking me questions about my advice, you just want to bark about numbers and stuff, which is very, very, very stupid. You know, honestly, very, very stupid. What I'm proud about us here at Sam Still is that we are a world-class concierge for bespoke clothing through WhatsApp. Okay? We have so many clients throughout the years that we have it in our WhatsApp that they just reach out to us every single day and say, bro, I need this, and can you make this? And they give us their vision or their dilemma, and we bring it to life, we turn it over, and they're so fucking happy. Okay? So right now, one of my dreams, one of the things that I envision is that I wanted to be a world-class concierge for bespoke clothing through WhatsApp, and I'm there. And I think it will only explode even further for me. These are people who have maybe never bought from us before in person, but more than likely people who have been to Hong Kong that one time. We have their measurements, and then they continue. I'm going to roll my sleeves down now. Enough of my delts. Is that okay? If you miss them, I'll put them back up, okay? How does that sound? You believe me now, right? The vascularity. And so that's one of the things that we achieve. So if you are a client of mine and you are watching stuff and you know that we have your records and stuff, we are world-class concierge for bespoke clothing through WhatsApp, through email, through InstaChat, through anything. I appreciate you, Brandon, who says he credits me for bringing the business into the 21st century. He would have never purchased a suit from me if he hadn't seen my content, which is true. I learned my trade on the job, and that's basically it. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to quickly address is that, you know, people still think my videos are scripted. It makes no fucking sense. I don't know how many times I have to say this. There's no fucking script. It's one and done. I shoot what comes to mind, and that's it. And I'm not doing a second take. I'm not doing a second take from me. and I'm not doing a second take for you. And that's that. So I don't know why people still think these videos are scripted. It makes no fucking sense at all to me forever. Ways to support me. Obviously, if you can't buy a suit, right, you can buy a shirt. You can buy a cameo, which we've talked about a great deal. You can also buy my merch. We talked a lot about that last week, right? Plentyofconsent.com and stuff. I just did a Savile Row tour, guys. You've missed that. I was in London. You missed my entire journey. I warned you before going. I said, follow me on Insta. Watch my stories every day. Watch my feed. You will see the most world-class journey any man, yes, I'm a man, can make. Have you seen my son's video with two influencers? Actually, have you seen my video with two supposed influencers in your genre, Gen Z, Gen Y, Gen shit, on Oxford Street? One guy's called Zopal, one guy's, I don't know, one is a black guy, one is a white guy. But we did it in the middle of Oxford Street under one of my video signs. You can watch that on my Insta feeds. It's fucking hilarious. If you've seen it, let me know. And speaking about young people, last week I briefly touched on the fact that Roshan has a new channel. His channel will only feature him, and maybe him and someone else, but his channel will never feature him and me. It doesn't matter about how many followers he has, it's about how many views he has. So even if he has 300 something followers, every video of his has 10,000 views. It's pretty amazing. So check out what Roshan is doing on Roshan Melwani. Everything okay, guys? I heard a big bang. Roshan's channel is just Roshan Melwani. One of the things that I strongly believe in is that mediocrity is cowardice, okay? I guarantee you this. I don't need to be a psychologist, but you can bet on this, okay? All right? Mediocrity is cowardice. I don't know why it says we've detected inactivity in your live on TikTok. Fucking, I'm talking away to people. You want me to fucking answer all the weirdos? Mediocrity is cowardice, all right? Everyone is born and wired to be somebody. Everyone is born and wired to be a hero, okay? What they do is they deflect with hate, okay? So let's say someone is giving a speech and it's a room full of 100 people, and because in their heart of hearts, they want to be that person giving that speech, right? But they cannot because they don't have the balls. I don't know why they don't have the balls to get up and talk, right? They will hate on that person, say, what a loser. Who's listening to him? I'm not listening to him. He's only up there because nobody wants to do it. Somebody has to do the shit job. Everybody wants to do the job. Everybody wants to be the motherfucking man, okay? Everybody wants to be the fucking star. As humans, it's wired into us, intrinsically, chemically. Everybody wants to be the fucking hero, okay? It's just whether you're willing to allow yourself to have the balls, because courage is in all of us, right? Courage is in all of us, and so forth. Can you step on the courage fucking accelerator or not? Can you release your fucking cowardice handbrake? Okay, so ignore the haters. I say it all the time because they're cowards, they're mediocre people, they deflect with hate. Okay, and another thing that I don't understand is why young people. Why do you go to the comments when there are only sick fucks there? Why are you not just watching the content? I watch I read BBC News, South China Morning Post, and I read RTHK, which is our government news channel, okay? And then I watch CNN, I watch BBC, I watch Sky News, and I watch Al Jazeera. I only post on platforms. I never watch anything on platforms. I said this over and over again. But I watch YouTube videos, okay? 1 or 2 every night before I go to bed, right? Either on diet, either on calisthenics, or either on soccer. And I've never been to the comment section of any video that I watch. I don't understand why people go to the comments. They get off on reading stuff about sick fucks. The only people that are in the comments are sick fucks. I don't know where the comments were born. It doesn't matter to me. But what is the point? I mean, what is the point of comments? Can anybody tell me what the point of comments are? I thought, I mean, you just go, you go in, the comments are entertaining. How? How is it entertaining? The video should be entertaining. And if the video is not entertaining, you switch off. And if the video is entertaining, you leave the video. When you finish it, you click like, you could click share, or you could leave a nice comment. Well done, bro. I appreciate you. That's it. See people's opinions? It's not true. They're just going there to hate because they're mediocre cowards. They're deflecting with hate. They're sick fucks. They're going to be nobody. All right? We live in a meritocracy, correct? Whether I believe in meritocracy or not, I more believe in nepotism, right? Comments don't make the video funny. You're talking out of your ass, okay? And stuff. You're talking nonsense. You're deflecting. You're showing that you're a fucking loser, Ryan Wing. Number one fucking loser of the fucking day, okay? And stuff, okay? Comments are for the mediocre. Comments are for the haters, okay? You don't need to go to the comments. There's absolutely no fucking point. Go on to the next video. Leave some love for everybody and go on to the next video. Your comments do not make you famous. Your comments do not make you rich. Understand? Your comments do not elevate you. Nobody knows who you are. You're hiding behind fake fucking usernames and fake profile pictures and fake display photos and stuff. All right? And that's it. Okay? Don't go to the comments, right? Don't be a fucking hater. Don't be a fucking loser. Don't be mediocre. Be somebody. Try to be a fucking hero. Jesus fucking Christ. You want to get more from social media? I'll tell you honestly. Go to LinkedIn. All right? LinkedIn is a great resource in which you can meet all professional people. And then don't be scared to not be woke. Okay? Don't be scared to not be woke. I don't need algorithms to push my fucking videos. All right? Everybody watches my videos. All right? And that's it. I don't need algorithms to push them. People are going to end up, my videos are going to end up everywhere. All right? And that's pretty much it. So go to LinkedIn. Okay? Check out LinkedIn. It is a great social media platform full of professionals and stuff. Don't be scared to post what you want to post over there. And watching me every night of the year just flatters me. Great. Purchasing a suit for me makes me feel even better and grateful. Okay? Go to LinkedIn, put your videos on LinkedIn, put your content on LinkedIn, try to be somebody, try to climb the ladder of life. Even if you're an artist, you can sell art on LinkedIn, okay? You can meet someone who will want to buy your art, I guarantee it. Post your artwork on LinkedIn. Post your videos of your art on LinkedIn. Post your videos of your talent on LinkedIn. Post your writing on LinkedIn, okay? And people will fucking notice you. It's a clean, nice fucking platform full of decent people. Morpheus, it's now 3 years later. You need to buy another suit from me. I'll tell you a great story. On Monday, I had a guy called Eli Rosenbaum. Lives in Boston. Went to Harvard. He went to Harvard Law as well. His father went to Harvard. Okay? And what I hadn't seen the guy since before my kids were born, okay? So the last time I saw him was in 2006 or 2007. But I had done so much work for his father, okay, in the previous years, okay? So say 2000 to 2006. And I had done so much work for him as a teenager and his twin siblings who were young teens and his mom, and then again his twin siblings when they had just graduated college, and also him when he graduated college. But I haven't seen him since 2006. And he showed up on Monday, and the shop was packed, and he came to the door and he says, I didn't recognize him. He said, I'm just here to see Roshan. So I said, another fan trying to milk a photo. He goes, Roshan, Eli Rosenbaum. I was like, oh my God. I gave him the biggest hug, everything. And it was so good to connect with him. And he said, I said, what can I make you? I was busy. I didn't have time to chit-chat. I asked him about his father, how's his father's business, what he's up to, etc., etc. I asked him about his ex-wife and his kid. He told me about his new wife and his new kid, etc., etc. And he's totally not on social media. He has zero social media. He has nothing. He doesn't even have WhatsApp. All he has is Apple iMessage. Okay, and he has nothing else. And I said, you're here. I've not seen you in 19 years. You must buy a suit. He goes, okay. I already know the type of law firm that he works in. So I picked a suit for him, lining style done. I said, I must make you a sport coat. I did the fitting for him. And then I said, let me make you a sport coat as well. And he goes, okay. I chose sport coat for him, lining buttons style. And I told my staff, give him a bill. He paid the bill and he walked out. Finished everything, I don't know, in a few minutes. Okay? I'll ship it to him by DHL. He'll absolutely love it. And he paid me top dollar. And it was it. And that's what you get when you are so revered. Okay? That is what you get when you're so revered. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you get that revered by succeeding. year after year after year. Forget about your 4-day work week. Forget about your work from home. Forget about your 4-hour work week. Forget about what the company can do for you. What can you do for your clients? Okay? All right? You can be the gas station guy, no self-service. Hey, I'll fill the gas for you. You can be the best guy. You can be guy at the counter at McDonald's. They finish saying, I want 1 Big Mac, I want 2 cheeseburgers, I want 3 fucking chicken McNuggets. You don't need to say, you don't need to just ring it up and just say, okay. You don't need to say, is that it? You can say, ladies, that's great. Is that all? Can I get you anything else? This is how it starts, right? Trying to be somebody. Hate and meanness. James, why don't you tell me? You know what I mean? Because I think you've asked that question before. Why don't you tell me? And stuff if you want to have that convo. So if you start, doesn't matter where you are, the guy at the McDonald's, the guy at the gas station, right? If you start trying to be somebody, okay? If you start trying to be somebody, okay? Then you'll end up being somebody. And it's more skewed in your favor now. I guarantee you this. I'll tell you why. Because meritocracy, the idea of meritocracy, has been around for centuries all over the world. So whether you're in Japan or Korea or China, USA, Canada or England, okay, Germany, the West Indies, Australia, New Zealand, Portugal, okay, everybody was taught in school and by their parents for a very long time, okay, that you work hard, you'll be somebody. Work hard, move away from the poor. Work hard, move away from the less people. Work hard, climb up the social ladder. Work hard, climb up the wealth ladder. Okay? Meritocracy. I didn't make this shit up. It's in the fucking dictionary. It's on fucking Google. And it came long before where I was. Alright? But you are in a great position now because people don't believe in that. It was started in America. I don't know if it was started by black people, okay, specifically, but now I know all these whites jumped on, or was it started by black and gay people? I'm not anti-black or gay. And then all the whites jump on to give it like all this weight and stuff. But you know, you're lucky because you're in a situation where you have the left, right, no longer believing in meritocracy. I don't know, they believe in welfare, they believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. I don't know what this shit fucking means, bro. Whether you're black, you're white, you're man, you're woman, you're gay, you're straight, I want you to work hard, right? They have black people for centuries and gay people for centuries, right? Okay? I don't know where this shit came from, but those centuries ago, everybody was asked to work hard and that they will go somewhere, okay? But now suddenly you have millions of people, okay, who don't believe in that anymore, okay? They don't believe in meritocracy. So that works in your favor. Now listen, I don't necessarily believe in meritocracy completely. I believe in nepotism. I've already said that many times, right? If you are somebody, you should be given more favors, okay? And stuff. But and that's because you are born from someone who believed in meritocracy and followed that their whole life, right? I believe I believe that my offspring should benefit from my life dedicated to meritocracy, just the way that I have benefited from my father's life dedicated to meritocracy, and I also followed in his path. Okay? So at least let me put that out there. I'm being very, very honest with you. Okay? All right? But if you follow meritocracy now, right, in the past, 50 years ago and before, globally, okay, you're competing against the whole world. Okay? But now, thanks to the weird white woke left, West, you have so much of those numbers that are shaved off. So you're competing against less people. So if you believe in meritocracy and you follow meritocracy, you're going to find a good way to climb. Okay? Even if you're the guy at McDonald's, even if you're the guy pumping gas and stuff. Okay? I'm telling you. Don't give in to the woke white West. Don't give in to these welfare fuckers. Okay? Don't give in to any fucks. Don't give in to the haters. Don't give in to the comment readers. Don't give in to the low class. Don't. This guy, James Gibbs Box, He makes some fucking statements. He can't answer back the statements. Okay? He's just a fucking coward. And stuff. You got something to say it, you fuck. And that's the best fucking advice I've given you today. Okay? Gave you great advice last week, touched on it this week. But today, that is the best fucking advice that I've given you. Alright? You are in a great position right now if you follow meritocracy. I think I should end there. I think that's a great ending, but I'm going to give you a few anecdotes because I'm holding my piss like a motherfucker. Everybody believes that I'm a stupid cunt for having books like these, right? But 3 times this week, okay? Twice in person, once by email. I dug up a book from 16 years ago, 10 years ago, and 6 years ago, and showed the client their actual order from that long ago. And that client was swept off their feet in every way to see the actual order 16 years ago, 10 years ago, and 6 years ago from my store. Okay? It's hard work to dig up the fucking order, right? We have no fucking computers here, bro. There's no fucking computers. Okay? I gotta go fucking digging on my hands and knees if my staff don't want it. But that is so enchanting that it gives them nostalgia. It sweeps them off their feet. Okay? And that is the value of hard copy. It's the same thing with my business card. I hand out business cards to people still, till today. People think that the business card is dead. Bullshit. They can toss it, whatever they say, but I'm able to give something tangible of myself to people that I meet. And the fact that not many people give business cards anymore puts me in the minority, which makes me even more mega. Doesn't make me stupid. It doesn't make me stupid. It makes me the D'Artagnan I am. It makes me the Aramis I am. It makes me the Musketeer I am. It makes me the Romanticist I am. Use social media. Use it well. Okay? It is the most amazing free tool that there is. Costs you nothing. But it can make you somebody. It can sell stuff for you. It can do anything for you. Okay? Use it wisely. All my social media is about my family, my achievements, my community work, my government work, my comedy, my clients' work. And it's about nothing else. Okay? It's an amazing free tool that you guys can all use. Don't use it in a stupid way. And the last thing is Blue Sky. I've tried it now, but on 100 posts, utter piece of shit. If anybody has any news on Blue Sky for me, you can let me know, because it's garbage. Ladies and gentlemen, I've covered all my notes for you, all my talking points. We've been going over 70 minutes. And yes, this is how much I care about you, because I prepped for you. Did I have one more page that I didn't go through? 1, 2, 3. Nope, I prepped it all. Okay. So how about I take a piss break and then I come and answer questions? Does that work for you? Or should I just stay here and hold my piss? Okay. What's the most valuable skill I learned? Work hard. My suit started at 1,000 sterling. I appreciate that you guys all love my content. I don't give a fuck about jackasses anywhere. I'm not a psychologist, so I can't really give you advice. And if you have any questions now, give them to me. I guess nobody has any questions. So I should go fucking piss. Anybody has questions, it needs to come now. Jesus, I'm holding my piss like a bitch out of nigga. I don't think about Jesus, no. Okay, no questions from Insta. Everyone jump. What's my favorite type of customer? Easy. Just come and say, Roshan, I love you. Here's 1,000 sterling. Make me a suit. When I started in Hong Kong, I was born and raised here. I earn my piss, right? Mira! I'm gonna go. Okay. So guys, I love you. check out my video on Southampton Football Club and on Matt Letitia, and give it some love and give it some shares. And check out my video on Alan Shearer and give it some love and give it some shares. And so Mira's here, but I've talked for a long time. I really need to go fucking piss. Yeah, I'll come back in a minute. Mira, can you sit here and answer a question? Okay. Quickly? Quick means she can't eat. 10 seconds. Usain Bolt just won another Olympics. She can't even, she's standing right, she can't come and fucking sit down. Right? This is what I'm faced with. This is why I excel. Because people can't even move fast. Can you come and sit here so I can piss? She said okay 10 times. She just can't come here.
Okay, you
come. There's 3 screens.
Hi everyone. I'm from Nepal.
Need some water? Yeah, that'd be great.
Namaste. Yodip, is you also from Nepal? Thank you. No, I'm his staff. I'm working for so long, more than 15 years. My name is Mira. Nepal, I'm Hindu. Yes, I already stayed long time in Hong Kong, more than 20 years. So I love to stay in Hong Kong. My all family are here. Roshan is coming soon. He's back.
Hey buddy, we've been waiting for you all week. Did she actually answer questions? Did she answer any questions? Did she answer questions? Can I get my glasses? Can they be fast? Are they smart? Are they fast? You know what I mean? Can she answer questions? What did she say? What did she do? One of the topics that I forgot to talk about today was, am I entitling my kids? But that's a long topic. So we'll leave that for next week's discussion. I'm very grateful to all of you. She is fucking slow. They're all fucking slow. I'm going to leave that to next week's topic. And what I'm going to say to you now, that the best way now for me to answer your questions is if you type it into the YouTube chat in every stream, and then at the end I will answer just the questions in the YouTube chat stream. You can all post questions there. So first I will say goodbye to my baby's Instagram. You need to be following all 3 of my channels, Roshan Mawani, Sam Sailor, and Sam Sailor Hong Kong. And thank you Lisa, and thank you Brandon the Beast. I appreciate you guys all so much. Also follow Rian Melwani for the birth of the new king. Tony, oh, you can jump on the TikTok instead for a little while. Morpheus, we spent